Hey everybody, I am sorry I missed you last week. COVID finally struck my house. Struck everybody but me. However, my wife is really looking to put the blame on me. She gets the COVID 2 weeks ago on a Thursday, takes the test, it's positive. She says, you need to test. Now mind you, I took a test the week before this. Had a little cough, came up negative. Took another test, the cough got worse, came up negative. Took a test that Thursday when she had it, came up negative. Both of the squirrels, positive. The wife, positive. The daughter who stays with us, positive. The only one who wasn't positive was this guy. I blame it on the anger and the whiskey. There ain't no whiskey though, just some lemonade strawberry here. So, Sunday night, she's still irritated that I don't have it. She makes me take a test again because I am obviously doing the test wrong. She takes the little thing and jams it up to my brain, which has got to be hard to find anyway, both sides, puts it in a little thing, and she's staring at it, waiting it for turn positive. And she looks at me, she goes, you son of a bitch, you're still negative. Told you, that's how it works, man. Anger and alcohol. Keep the vid away, baby. So I have that going for me. Now we have... Joe is just insane. I mean, really, I don't know what it is. You could pick dementia, Alzheimer's, old age, lunacy, anything. He gets up and he gives a speech and he starts it by saying, let me start with these two words. Made in America. 2 words. Made in America. I don't know, Joe. New math or dementia? Pick one. There's something going on. Then he gets a little further with the new math. He says, when I was younger, my sister was 3 years younger than me. Now that I'm older, she's 23 years younger than me. Again, more new math or more dementia. Not sure. His handlers are not doing the right thing. Somebody's giving him the wrong notes. I'm really not sure what's going on. You know, you ask him, Joe, man, what are you doing? He just wants some ice cream. I've never seen a president or a man eat ice cream. He's eating ice cream like crazy. Guy loves ice cream. Good for him. I told you, there's that uncle at a party that your mother tells you, make sure you get Uncle Joey's ice cream and everything will be fine. Just leave him alone. He'll tell some funny stories. Like his sister being 23 years younger than him now, and she used to only be 3. And even Biden. You know, the man never ceases to amaze me. I've never seen somebody use the death of their child for every situation. His son died of brain cancer. He was a veteran. I mean, all intents purposes, he was a good human being. But he uses them for everything. I want some ice cream. My son wanted me to get ice cream. My cancer son wants me to run for president again. I promised him. Joe, when did you promise him? He's been gone for a long time. When did you make this promise? When did you ever talk with him, Joe? That's what I'm a little concerned about. Once again, I'm not thinking that's the new math. I'm thinking that's the dementia. When you start talking to people who aren't there anymore, something's not quite right. But that's our president. Now, we got this guy running for Senate in Pennsylvania, Fetterman. First of all, he looks like Uncle Fester from the Addams Family or a character right out of the Munsters. He's got this big giant head. I know he had a stroke. You know, I don't want to get into his medical history. But his speech patterns off. Maybe you get yourself healthy first, Uncle Fester. I'm just saying. You got this growth on the back of your neck. I want to stick a needle in there and see what comes out. I'm not really sure. It looks almost like a second head. But he does an interview, and his wife is furious after the interview, and she said something to the effect, this reporter should be held accountable. There should be consequences for talking about his struggles. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the media, but isn't that his job? I'm just saying. I mean, maybe I don't know what the media does. Maybe the media is just supposed to be divisive and stir up problems. I could have been wrong about the media for years. Just the media, if that's your job. I understand. But the government, I'm telling you. So the January 6th insurrection group in a big grandstanding motion subpoenas Trump. First of all, somebody needs to tell them to go back and look at history. They tried this with Harry Truman after he got out. Separation of powers. That's all I got to say. It's just grandstanding. They know the guy's never going to be there. So instead of concentrating on 40-year high inflation, They want to ask Trump and subpoena him about what happened on January 6th. We all know what happened. They already impeached the guy. Well, what more information they want? You know what they want? They want the guy in jail. His kids in jail. Their kids in jail. Everybody's in jail. If your name's Trump, you belong in jail. Enough with the hate already. Stop it already. Stop it. Address the inflation. But Congress still amazes me. They keep funneling money, pouring money, just emptying our tax dollars into Ukraine. Dollar after dollar, over and over and over. And somebody was up there in Congress, we're talking about the veterans struggling for the high cost of inflation and cost because they're not getting enough from the government. And the government suggested that they should go on welfare to help subsidize them. I got an idea. Stop giving Ukraine money and give it to the heroes who served our country. Let's support our veterans. This is why the veterans are in the state they're in, because they're second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth class citizens. Hell, they're behind transgenders, immigrants, but women, everybody, you name it, they're behind everybody. And it's wrong. It's 100% wrong. Support our veterans. You know what I say? You give a hug to people you love, go hug a veteran. Go buy him dinner. Buy him a bagel or something. Do something to show them you appreciate those people. How about a beer? Just say thank you. You're in a bar, you see a veteran, you serve, hey, I got the next one, brother. Thank you very much. Let's show the love for our veterans, because I've had enough, and I'm not even a veteran. Now, that just tells you how broken our country is. Think about it. Getting back to Trump a little bit, this person, Jean Carroll, whatever her name is, she decides, she makes this accusation that Trump raped her 1,000 years ago, and she's got DNA to prove it. Well, first of all, where's this big DNA been? Where you been hiding this DNA? Has it been locked up? God only knows. That's not it. So, Trump says, I didn't do it. So she sues Trump for defamation. I don't understand how this works. He gets accused of rape, to be a rapist. He says, no, I didn't do it. And he's sued for defamation. Don't you think being called a rapist would be defamation? Not denying it? So now if you deny being a rapist, it's defamation to the person you're denying it to? I'm not really sure how our legal system works. Please, somebody leave me a message. Subscribe, share this. But tell me how it works, because I don't know. A little extra anger today. It's keeping the COVID away. Down there in Texas, a nurse who was a nurse for 39 years got fired for being a racist. When she said something that somebody thought was racist, she denied it. She says, no way. Been working with everybody of all colors for all these years. They wanted to take an implicit bias training class. She said, get out of here. I'm not taking it. Fire me. And they fired. I'll tell you what, that woman's a hero. And you heard me say it, it's a woman. Not somebody dressing up. She's a woman. She's a human being standing up for what she believes. Just because you don't like what she said doesn't mean she's a racist. Unbelievable. You know, really is. These whole things, this racist, transgender. Apparently, you get a man now, dresses up, puts the makeup on, dresses up like a woman. It's the new blackface that's acceptable. So one day in the future, you're going to find a transgender in somebody's yearbook, and they're going to hold him up and say, this is wrong. It's really, our society has gone crazy. There's a whole new group at LTG, by whatever it is. Apparently, I read an article by some lunatic saying that a gynosexual is the up-and-coming gender. Gynosexual. That's a person who likes vagina. You know what I call them? Men. Lesbians. I don't understand. What do we need another gender for? How many genders you need? You know what? We have 2 genders. Nobel Peace Prize winner, scientist, whatever she was, wrote a big study. There are only 2 genders. You go any mammal in the world, XX, XY, can't be changed. 2 genders, get over it. Be happy with who you are. If you want to be something else, go do it. Just be a decent human being. I have nothing against you, but let's stop parading with the insanity. Follow the science. You tell it all the time, but you don't do it. Another study came up that air pollution is now responsible for women being fat. Not really sure how that works. I always thought it was overeating and lack exercise. But apparently, white supremacy was about it. Now it's air pollution. Why can't anybody have any personal responsibility? Stop eating. Get away from McDonald's. Have a salad. I said it before. The one Diet Coke's not going to save your life. Speaking of food, can anybody tell me why there's no Ziploc bags on cereal inside? Can we just zip it up? There's always cereal at the bottom of my box. I hate it. Lose a bunch of cereal. It'll go stale. Can you just get me a Ziploc? Can somebody do that? Quaker, Life, whoever you are, Post, Kellogg's, put a Ziploc bag in there. Make life easy for everybody. Now, food never ceases me. I keep seeing these commercials by vegans and vegetarians, vegetarian food. If they hate meat so much, why do they want everything to taste like meat? Got an idea? Go get a steak if you like the taste of meat. Don't make food that's not meat taste like meat. Make it taste like what it is. You're not turning me because it tastes like meat. I'm going to go have a filet mignon or a ribeye. I'm not going to have something that tastes like a filet mignon or ribeye. I'm going to have the real thing. You know why they made beef so easy to eat? Because we're top of the food chain. It's easy for us to hunt it, get it, and eat it. It's too easy. Unbelievable. They should be happy with these animals because that we're killing these animals because they're eating all the grass and vegetation that these lunatics should be eating anyway. It's a lot of the Gen Z population. Apparently, Gen Z is unhappy with the thumbs up emoji. Don't know what the problem of this is. But they're offended. How about this? Be offended. Don't care. Be offended. Be offended all you want. I can't control it. I can't control it. Your brain is so small and you're so soft. You're offended because of a thumbs up. Hey, thumbs up. Don't watch Happy Days. No good for you. Get out of that. The Fonz, Henry Winkler. Great old school show. Don't ever put it on. Turn it off. You see it coming on. You gotta be crazy. And then I don't know what's going on in Great Britain. But there was a naked performer in Great Britain. Naked performer. And she pulled out her penis and started playing the piano. I got so many questions. First of all, why was this person naked playing the piano on TV? And she doesn't have a penis. What is going on? I mean, this is pervasive over the world. It's not just the United States. And then we have California, not to be outdone, said that they are reducing the fines and the criminals and the consequences for having anal and oral sex with a minor. Really? We're just making pedophilia normal. These are the most disgusting people in the world. It is not normal. It is not normal at all. It is not normal. Get out of California. Get your children out now. Who knows what's going to be next? And then San Francisco is refusing to show any more crime surveillance video that has black folk in it because they don't want people to be racist. How about you figure out why the black folk are always on those videos? It's sad because there's a very small percentage of the black community that commits those crimes and they're always on videos. Let's find out why and let's figure out how to stop it. Let's stop it. I agree with stop showing it because it shows people in a bad light, a very small minority. But come on, man. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean you're going to show it again. I mean, I don't know, but call me censorship. Then I'm reading the paper and some guy's got an editorial. He's getting an editorial. John Del Grasso. He was very concerned with the term pumpkin picking in schools because the kids aren't pumpkin picking. They should turn it into pumpkin selecting. Hey, John, do yourself a favor. Go get a drink. Really? You're absolutely nuts. This is absolutely insanity. Now, here we go. Here's my word of advice. Hey, Angry Mac, I am recently married and love my wife who is a teacher. She talks about her work all the time and I always listen. I am a cybersecurity expert and whenever I bring something up about work, she says she doesn't want to talk about it because she really doesn't understand and it's really hard for her to follow. I want to be heard. How do I get her to listen to me? Welcome to be married, dude. You must be married for about a week, maybe 5 minutes. How long did you date? They don't want to hear what you have to say. Just listen, smile, and I got an idea for you. The same thing I told John. Get a drink and move on. You don't have to tell her about your work. It's her way of saying I don't care. Get over it. Here I am. I'm finished this week. Hopefully I'll be back on a more regular schedule again. I'm sorry I missed last week. I don't have the COVID. I don't plan on getting it. The alcohol and the anger. Keep it away. Please subscribe. Hit the button. Subscribe. Share. Help me grow, man. I've been doing this a long time. I need some followers. Please help me. Find somebody you love. Give him a hug. Tell him these 3 words, not 2. I love you. That's the real Matt Joe. I love you. Give him a hug. Tell him tomorrow's not guaranteed. I love you all, man. Cheers.